Hello Spartans, I am Spartan FaZe, and today we're going to be taking a look at Season 3. Season 3 just recently dropped, and well, there is a lot to unpackage here. I do think that it is time to just sit down and actually go through this new season, look at how the update is, and really ask ourselves, is this really the year of Halo? Is Season 3 showing us that 3 for 3 is on the big up? Is it really looking like this is going to be a great season here? Or is it looking like is this going to be a bunch of more problems as before? In today's video, I'm going to be going through each and every problem that is in this season, while also covering all the positives and really just giving a general idea of what is happening here in Season 3. Now, I will first off saying this is my second time doing this video. I've already made this video and it just got completely corrupted and I ended up having to redo it. So this will be fun. But either ways, guys, let's get into it. First things first is the Battle Pass. Now the Battle Pass is already starting to stir up heat in the Halo Infinite community, and honestly it is for good reason. The Battle Pass comes with a slew of new armor styles, including a bunch of new helmets, chest pieces, attachments, and the usual where it's a bunch of colors, emblems, and also including things such as your challenge swaps and things of normal nature, as well as also containing currency. But here's the big issue happening in the community right now surrounding the Battle Pass. It's ugly. And I do mean that. It is ugly. It is an ugly Battle Pass. I do not know what happened here, and I mean this thoroughly. This is an ugly Battle Pass. There is several armor sets that are in use here in Season 3 that are just horrendous. And I don't just mean just in the past, but in the store as well. I mean, look at EVA. What happened? What is this? The Battle Pass is just ugly for the most part. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a couple armors that are in this that I do really like. There's a few armor sets that are here, such as a couple helmets, that I do genuinely enjoy and am looking forward to unlocking in the Battle Pass. But this Battle Pass is just gross. Like for the high tiers, like tier 95, I believe, it's just confusing that's part of the pass. This is weird stuff. It's not a big deal to some people, and to some it's a bigger deal to them, and I'm one of those people. The Battle Pass to me is an important part of a season. It's what drives you to continue playing, to continue working and unlocking new armor sets, and gives you a sense of accomplishment when you complete something. That's what Battle Passes are supposed to be about. It's hard to get excited for a Battle Pass when everything in there kind of just looks gross. So it kind of puts a damper on things. They did give us 2 new armor cores. That's right, they gave us 2 armor cores for free. In fact, you don't even earn these things. And right off the bat, you're getting the SBI armor, which is now called Marage for some reason. I don't understand why we keep changing armor names in Halo. It kills me. Instead of being SBI, it's called Mirage, and the other one is the Chimera. And the Chimera armor set is really nice. I love it, okay? I'm gonna be honest, the Chimera armor set is pretty sick. Honestly, kind of comes close to reminding me of Crisis in a way, and both my friends have agreed after looking at it, it does look like something in a Crisis, and don't worry, I am 100% here for that. And the SBI armor core looks great as well, but this paints another picture that we're still battling to this day, is cross armor cores, and we know that it's a while away. It's going to be a while before cross core is going to be a true thing. But really, why are we continuing to create more armor cores when we need to be lessening the gap between this? It just feels kind of weird to continue to add more, and I feel like it's going to be really complicated for these cores to fit into a cross armor core world. It's looking more and more weird on seeing the full vision of how cross core is really going to become a thing. But moving away from the Battle Pass and everything included with that, we look at the maps. So there is 3 new maps that's included in this, 2 arena maps, and 1 big team battle map. And I gotta say, I love them. I absolutely love these maps. These maps feel like Halo. through and through, guys, I think that this is a fantastic addition to Halo Infinite. I love all these maps. Oasis feels great. It is really awesome, especially when it actually works and Big Team Battle doesn't crash on me, because it has crashed almost every time I've ever tried playing that game mode. I don't know what's going on over there, but it's having some problems. The other two maps are really nice. One kind of gives me some Halo 1 vibes. The other one gives me some Apex Legends vibes. I can't be the only one, right? I can't be the only one. But for the most part, I like them. I think that they are a good addition to Halo Infinite, and you're not really going to get many complaints from me. Now, there's also an event that is tied into this season as well. That's right, it's not just a battle pass right off the bat, and no, this is not a fracture. They are giving us an entire event pass here. It's a 10-tier event pass, and the challenges are very easy. They're not annoying, they're not aggravating. I've gone to war with just pure anger over weekly challenges for events. This one is an exception. It is very easy to complete these. In fact, at the time of recording, I'm already on tier 8, and I feel like I've barely played many games, and I've already almost finished them all. I'm a little sad by that, but at the same time, it's nice to know that the event is much more geared towards enjoying the game and casually playing to complete these events, instead of gearing yourself towards very aggravating challenges in order to try to get them done in the allotted time span. But the 10-tier event pass is nice. I do think that the armor included is a little meh, so that's just another thing in the customization side of this update that I just don't really like. I think the helmet looks okay, I suppose. It doesn't really scream like it belongs on the SPI armor core, but here it is. But I like the shoulder pieces, and I do like the attachments on it, so I guess it gets a pass. Plus, I mean, it's free. I mean, can we really get too mad at something that's free, I guess? Now, moving away from those, we also have a game mode that's tied into all of this as well, and that is the added Escalation Slayer. Now, this is a mixed thing that's happening in the community right now. Some people love it, some people hate it. I honestly enjoy Escalation Slayer. I think Escalation Slayer is a good addition to Halo Infinite. To me, for the most part, it seems kind of like a simplistic version of Gun Game. Instead of it being an individual-based game mode, it's a team-based version of Gun Game of sorts. It's been in Master Chief Collection, and I'm going to be honest, I didn't play it that much in Master Chief Collection to really give you my full opinion on that. So I'm just kind of taking what I know here in Halo Infinite. And so far, I like it. I really do like Escalation Slayer. My friends have enjoyed it. I've had fun playing this with my friend. I've had a good time playing Escalation Slayer. And then honestly, I usually look forward and hope that I get Escalation Slayer when playing in the Ultimate Arena playlist right now for the event. So there is a lot of problems, however, and don't worry, I'll get to the equipment and everything in a bit, but I feel like it's a good time to take a second to also focus on some of the incoming negatives that are happening currently with the event and currently happening around the Season 3 as a whole, as this is a pretty big downer. See, what's happening right now is that there is a massive problem with the challenges, and this is not the first time this has happened. The challenges are refusing to unlock, or the challenges simply are not being updated correctly. And does this sound familiar? Because it should. This has happened multiple times. This has happened over and over and over again in Halo Infinite. This is not the first time that we've had problems with unlocks. In fact, I think this has happened every single time there's been an event in Halo Infinite. And no, I don't want to hear about player numbers. I don't want to hear about server issues. I don't want to hear it. This should be completely fixed. And I will assure you that player numbers might be alright right now, but they damn sure are not so incredibly high that it's breaking things. There is absolutely no excuse that for once again, challenges are not unlocking correctly, meaning that people are getting nothing for completing these challenges. What does that make people feel like? It makes people feel like they're playing for absolutely nothing. That is a bad thing. It is a bad feeling. In fact, thankfully it did not happen to me or my friend, but we actually sat there for a minute and were like, should we play Halo Infinite right now while this is going on? Because this was everywhere, and people are still having this issue to this day right now. People are currently battling this problem. And we actually thought for a minute, should we really even play Halo Infinite today? Because I don't feel like wasting my time on challenges then. And it's sad that you have to think like that, but you kind of have to when it happens. I mean, I don't want to waste my time. Now, there's also problems related to crashing, and that there is a lot of weird FPS and performance issues happening right now, and a lot of crashes are happening for players. And thankfully, I myself haven't seen too much of that. My main problem has been, like I mentioned earlier, I'm getting booted out of games. I got booted out of Team Slayer a couple times, and I don't know, but I can't get Big Team Slayer to work. Oasis seems really fun, but I can't play it for more than like 3 minutes. It just isn't in the cards right now, I suppose. Maybe some other people are having better luck, but some are definitely having worse luck. A lot of people right now, the arsenal is just not working. People will load in to customize their Spartan, the game would crash. This happened constantly with my friend, and it's happening to a lot of people in the community right now. But this is not just a PC problem, it's an everyone problem. For the Xbox right now is having the same issues with constant crashing, but as an added bonus, performance is really bad. So bad in fact that the FPS 120 Hz mode isn't even working. This flat out is not working right now. It's just kind of puts a damper on things, man. Like, these are things that should have been more balanced out. And while yes, this is the first official week of the season being dropped, I still feel like it should have been much more polished by now. We've been waiting on this season for a while now, and just remember, the team working on this battle pass and around Infinite right now are the core multiplayer team. This is what they've been doing forever. I don't want to sit here and rag on 343. I think for the most part, I think Season 3 is a fantastic addition to Halo Infinite, and for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. I just think that the Battle Pass is just really gross. I don't know what happened there. But to round things off, I love the new weapons. I guess it's finally time to talk about them. The Bandit Rifle is just going to make you excited. It is an all-time classic. It's basically the DMR. I mean, shoot, it is if you just rip the scope off. It's a great feeling gun. It sounds fantastic, and it is so good getting those kills. It is a great weapon. And the Shroud screen is actually a great accessory to the game. I was scared it was going to be like a bubble shield. It's not that. It's literally just a smoke screen. It's just a fancy smoke screen. And it works for what it's supposed to do, and I approve of it. There's also some new cutscene and cinematics and everything added to the mix, and I do like what I'm seeing. The story seems interesting. I'm actually caring about the Season 3 story. I want to see what happens to Din. It looks interesting. So I'm glad to see the story elements are being improved on, and I'm glad to see that we're devoting ourselves to high quality cutscenes, and it looks like things are getting better. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if the Season 4 will come here on the right span, because I think it's supposed to be 4 months is how long seasons are supposed to be. We'll see if they live up to it. But either way, guys, that is my full-time view of Season 3 right now. I hope that you guys are able to enjoy it this time. Like I said, the first time I did this, the whole video got corrupted, and that ruined my day. If you have, I want to hear your opinions as well. Like, I want to hear your thoughts on the new maps. How do you guys feel about Season 3 right now? Do you think Season 3 is feeling good? Do you think it's kind of a letdown? How do you like the Battle Pass? Do you think that we're finally on the upside, or do you think it's still rocky from here on out? Guys, let me know in the comments. I'm interested to know your opinion. And as always, guys, subscribe to me if you want more Halo-themed content. I'm always working on some stuff. Let things off. I shall see you guys in the next video. Spartan phased out.